free. I told her you could always count on me, always count on me.
Greetings to my non-existent viewing audience. Shane Black here to talk to you tonight about why the USMNT, and it took me 30 years or more to figure out what that meant. So I'm going to save you some time. I'm going to tell you. United States Men's National Team. That's in soccer. We've got the FIFA World Cup going on right now. And tonight, though it may not be tonight when you watch this video, but tonight for me, the U.S. men's team defeated Iran, excuse me. And that was a moment of shame for me. And the moments of shame will continue until them motherfuckers have been eliminated. They need to change their name, and I'll probably send them an email telling them the same. Because that's supposed to be the United States National U.S. Men's National Team. You no longer represent the United States as a nation when you change the colors associated with our flag, the colors associated with our nation. Let's have a look at this. You see, instead of the red, white, and blue, so underneath there you saw all red stripes, and the rest of the colors were white and blue, the colors of our nation. And next to that, you see what they're wearing now. And what they're wearing now are, USA, and underneath, the colors of the LGBTQ plus flag. Hold on while I hydrate, because I'm so pissed off that anger and the heat is welling up in me. I need to hydrate. Vitamins, WHISKEY tonight. That is an affront to the senses of individuals who live in this country. You can look up the statistics yourself, though I probably wouldn't use Google or Bing, and see what the percentage is for individuals who support the LGBTQ plus community. Now, from what I have read, because I won't tell you my opinion, I'll say, it's full of hate. But I'm fairly sure you motherfuckers know how I feel if you don't figure that shit out. You see, generally, individuals who are United States citizens believe in live and let live. You know, what you do in the privacy of your home, that's what you do. If you take that shit on the street, then, okay, you're doing it on the street, but they likely don't want you to do it around their children. And if their children are going to school, they don't want you telling that shit to their children. Glenn Youngkin, Virginia. You look that up and see how they feel. Because you should already know how the fuck I feel. Because I'm not going to tell you. And then to have a team, a sports, shit. It is a sport and they are a team, so a sports team going out to represent your nation and promoting something that is not supported by every individual, not supported by the majority of the individuals in your nation is, as I said, an affront to the senses of those who do not support that. And if the majority don't support it, then that should not be put out there as if that is what the country supports. Because the country in general does not support that. And then you have this. That's the coach of the United States men's national team. And what is states? He states that you're a bitch. He states that he had sex with your mom. He states that he had sex with your dad. What the fuck does states mean? It doesn't mean shit except that he has no respect for this country. So you've got the team wearing colors. Colors to support an agenda, a movement that, and look it up, I'm not saying it myself, maybe I'll put something in the description box tomorrow that shows that the majority of people don't care whether you're LGBTQ plus, two-spirit, pupper, or anything else. They just don't care, but they don't want you to foist that upon them. And then you've got this jackass, because even if Nike gave you that shirt, you didn't have to wear it. You're the coach. You go put on a plaid sweatshirt. See, I'm not wearing this because I am the coach of the team representing the United States of America. So if it doesn't say United States, then I'm not wearing it. What it does show is that there's a fracture in this country because you have I won't get into that. The video will be too long. But people trying to push their beliefs onto you and normalize it, no. Everybody should be allowed their own beliefs and you stay in your fucking lane. If I don't believe in what you believe in, then get the fuck out of my face. Not saying that this is the case with this particular situation, but I told you, I'm not going to tell you my beliefs, but you motherfuckers should damn well know what they are. And lastly, I truly hope that Iran will win. Because that bullshit that the can't even barely say, the United States men's national team put on, including their coach, was for show. It was virtue signaling. But the shit going on with the Iranian team, that's real. Check this shit out. Yeah, you see, you had protests in Iran after a young woman or young girl did not wear her hijab properly, or maybe she didn't have it on at all. I don't recall, and I'm not going to look it up. She was beaten to death by the moral police. And so you've had protests, 300 people plus have died, because I'm sure the plus comes after I last read that article. And so when they played Wales, I guess, whoever Iran played in that first game, the Iranian players did not sing the national anthem in support of the women in their country. As a result, was it the Iranian Revolutionary Guard decided, oh, well, we're going to have a little talk with you about what's going to happen to your families if y'all pull this shit again. And then next thing you know, oh yeah, they sang the national anthem, but they were just mouthing the words. Now they're going back to their country as losers. And so, yes, they're not going back to the United States. Their families may still be tortured and killed. Those players may still be tortured and killed. If Iran was able to step up and beat the United States, which I really had hoped would happen, then maybe their punishment and the punishment of their families would have been lighter. But in their case, I'll say this, and that's the end. In the case of Iran, I stand with that. Because that shit was fucked up with that girl. And so how are you going to sing proudly when shit like that is happening in your country? With the United States, when you're a richer country and shit's not happening like that, you could be LGBTQ plus pupper, LARPer, and whatever the hell else. But you're not going to be killed because of that. So you're just virtue signaling, and nothing is going to happen to you because of that shit that show you put on with the fucking fucked up stripes and that fucked up shirt your coach wore. You'll still live. The Iranian players may not. Fuck y'all. USMNT. Hope you get that shit kicked out of you. Figuratively and literally. That's it. That's all. Fuck. It's soccer. You get kicked. I'm out.